Get ready for a spine-chilling tour of America's most haunted locations. From historic mansions to abandoned asylums, these places are notorious for their eerie encounters and ghostly legends. We're about to embark on a journey into the heart of darkness, where the veil between our world and the spectral realm is thin. These aren't just stories, these are real places with real energy. And we're diving headfirst into the abyss. Buckle up, because where we're going, you're gonna need more than a nightlight. Our first stop takes us to the chilling peaks of Estes Park, Colorado, home to the infamous Stanley Hotel. This grand old building inspired Stephen King's The Shining. It's a vortex of paranormal energy. People have reported seeing apparitions in the hallways, hearing phantom piano music and feeling dread in certain rooms. Some say they've encountered the ghost of F.O. Stanley, the hotel's original owner. The energy there is palpable, heavy, like whispers from beyond. It's the kind of place where you lie in bed, listening to every creak, every sigh of the wind, wondering if it's just the building settling or something else. We're just getting started, folks. Our journey into America's haunted locations is far from over. We're standing in the shadow of Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, a place where the air itself feels thick with sorrow and regret. This isn't just an abandoned prison, it's a monument to suffering, a place where the echoes of pain and despair still linger in every cell block. For decades, Eastern State was notorious for its brutal conditions and its philosophy of solitary confinement. Inmates lived in silence, their only companions, the ghosts of their past sins. Visitors and investigators alike have reported disembodied whispers, shadowy figures lurking in the cell blocks, and a feeling of being watched. Some have even claimed to have been touched, pushed, or even scratched by unseen hands. The energy here is oppressive, suffocating. It's like the very walls are trying to tell you their stories, stories of pain, of madness, of lives lost and forgotten. Prepare yourselves as we set sail on a voyage into the unknown aboard the legendary Queen Mary, permanently docked in Long Beach, California. It's a vessel adrift in a sea of spirits, its steel hull concealing a haunting past. The Queen Mary now stands as a beacon for restless souls lost at sea. Guests have reported seeing apparitions in their cabins, hearing children's laughter echoing through empty corridors, and feeling an eerie presence lurking just beyond their vision. One of the most haunted areas is said to be the ship's first-class swimming pool, where the spectral form of a young woman in a white bathing suit has been spotted on numerous occasions. There's a pervasive energy that permeates the entire vessel. Join us as we delve deeper into the Queen Mary's haunted depths. Gettysburg Battlefield, where the past refuses to die. The air is thick with the memory of bloodshed as we stand on the hallowed grounds of Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. This isn't just a battlefield. It's a scar on the American landscape, a place where the echoes of war still reverberate through the trees. Thousands of soldiers lost their lives on this very ground, their spirits forever intertwined with the soil. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly soldiers marching across the fields, hearing the roar of cannon fire in the distance, and feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness and despair. Walk through these fields, and you can almost hear the clash of steel, the cries of the wounded, the final gasps of those who breathed their last on this hallowed ground. The energy here is palpable, heavy with the weight of history and loss. Are you brave enough to face the ghosts of Gettysburg? The Whaley House, a family's tragedy, a home's torment. Our journey takes us to sunny San Diego, California, but don't let the sunshine fool you. We're standing in front of the Whaley House, a place where darkness lingers beneath the surface. Built on land that was once a graveyard, the Whaley House has been plagued by misfortune from the start. The Whaley family, who once called this place home, experienced a series of tragedies within these walls, from financial ruin to the untimely deaths of their children. Visitors have reported seeing apparitions of the Whaley children peering out the windows, hearing phantom footsteps on the stairs, and feeling icy cold spots in certain rooms. The Whaley House stands as a stark reminder that some tragedies leave an indelible mark, staining the very soul of a place. Are you brave enough to step inside and face the spirits that reside within? Myrtle Plantation, where shadows whisper secrets of the South. Deep in the heart of Louisiana, shrouded in Spanish moss and steeped in a dark history, lies Myrtle's Plantation. This isn't just a plantation. It's a time capsule of tragedy, its beauty masking a sinister past. Slaves were mistreated and murdered on these grounds, their souls unable to find peace. Legend has it that the plantation is haunted by at least 12 different spirits, each with their own tale of woe. One of the most famous ghosts is Chloe, a young slave girl who is said to have been hanged from a tree on the property. Her image has been captured in photographs, a haunting reminder of the cruelty that once took place here. Guests have reported seeing apparitions in period clothing, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling icy cold spots. The Myrtle's Plantation is a place where the past and present collide in a chilling dance of beauty and horror. Are you brave enough to spend a night in a place where the veil between the living and the dead is as thin as a whisper? The LMP Mansion, a family's curse, a city's haunting. Our journey into the heart of darkness takes us to St. Louis, Missouri, to a place where tragedy and despair seep from the very walls. The LMP Mansion, once a symbol of wealth and prosperity, now stands as a chilling monument to a family's downfall. The LMP family, once brewing magnates, were struck by a series of tragedies in the early 20th century. Suicides, mysterious deaths, and financial ruin plagued the family, leading many to believe that they were cursed. Today, the mansion is a restaurant and inn, but the spirits of the LMP family are said to linger, their presence felt by staff and guests alike. People have reported seeing apparitions of William LMP, the patriarch of the family, who took his own life in the mansion, as well as his sons, who also met untimely ends. Are you brave enough to dine in a place where the spirits of the past still linger? The Crescent Hotel, where every room has a story and some stories never end. Nestled in the Ozark Mountains of Eureka Springs, Arkansas, the Crescent Hotel stands as a beacon for those seeking a brush with the afterlife. This isn't just a hotel. It's a portal to the past, a place where the veil between the living and the dead is as thin as the sheets on a haunted bed. Known as America's most haunted hotel, the Crescent has a long and storied history, much of it steeped in tragedy and mystery. Guests have reported seeing apparitions of former patients roaming the halls, hearing children's laughter echoing from empty rooms, and feeling icy cold spots in certain areas. One of the most famous ghosts is Michael, a mischievous spirit who is said to haunt the hotel's 4th floor. Michael is known for playing pranks on guests, moving objects, and making noises. The Crescent Hotel is a place where every room has a story, and some stories never end. The St. Augustine Lighthouse, a beacon for lost souls, standing tall against the Florida coastline, the St. Augustine Lighthouse is more than just a navigational tool, it's a silent sentinel for lost souls. This lighthouse echoes with the tragedies of the past. For centuries, it has witnessed shipwrecks, storms, and countless tragedies. Visitors report seeing apparitions, hearing footsteps, and feeling icy cold spots. Joseph Andreu, a former keeper, fell to his death while painting the tower. His spirit is said to still roam the lighthouse. The St. Augustine Lighthouse is where the living and the dead coexist. Are you brave enough to explore this beacon of the supernatural? The Amityville horror house, where evil took root and refuses to let go. Our final destination takes us to the heart of suburban nightmare, to a house that has become synonymous with paranormal terror. The Amityville horror house, a seemingly ordinary home on Long Island, New York, holds a dark secret within its walls. In 1974, this unassuming house became the site of a horrific mass murder. Ronald DeFeo Jr. shot and killed 6 members of his family inside the home, claiming that voices in the house had driven him to commit the heinous act. A year later, the Lutz family moved into the home, unaware of its dark past. What followed was 28 days of terror as the family claimed to be tormented by unexplained phenomena. The Lutz family fled the home, their story becoming a media sensation and the inspiration for the book and film The Amityville Horror. To this day, the house remains a source of fascination and fear, its true nature a mystery. Is the Amityville horror house truly haunted by demonic forces, or is it simply a place where tragedy has left an indelible mark? Until next time, these haunted locations are filled with eerie stories and ghostly encounters. Like, subscribe and share if you dare to explore more haunted tales. Stay tuned for more spine-tingling adventures into the world of real-life hauntings and ghostly legends. Don't miss out. Click subscribe and keep the fear alive.